Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So picture this, windows down, your favorite playlist blasting, on the open road, stretching out in front of you, and that first sip of coffee from a roadside diner that just hits different. Sound good? Yeah, I thought so. Today, we're diving into everything you need to know to plan the ultimate road trip across the USA. Whether you're rolling solo in a sedan, cramming the family into a minivan, or living your best life in an RV with more gadgets than a spaceship, I've got you covered. Yeah, really. We're talking route planning, budgeting without breaking the bank, safety tips that actually matter, what to pack, and what you can definitely leave at home and how to time it so you're not melting in the desert or stuck in a snowstorm. But first, quick question. If you could hit the road right now, where would you go? Pacific Coast Highway with those ocean views, Route 66 for the classic Americana vibes, or maybe something wild and remote like the Alaskan Highway? Drop your dream route in the comments. I'm genuinely curious. All right, let's get into it. Here's the thing. Not all road trips are created equal, and that's totally okay. You need to figure out what kind of adventure you're after. Are you going for scenic and slow, stopping at every quirky roadside attraction and hidden gem? Or are you on a mission trying to get from point A to point B with just a few highlights in between? Maybe you want something in the middle, a balanced mix of driving and exploring. Your timeline matters here. A 2-week cross-country sprint is a completely different animal than a month-long journey where you can actually breathe and soak it all in. Be realistic. Don't try to see 15 states in 10 days unless you want to spend the entire trip exhausted and stressed. Here's my rule of thumb. If you want actually to explore and enjoy where you're going, aim for 3 to 6 hours of driving per day. That leaves you time to hike, grab dinner at a local spot, or kick back and watch the sunset. If you're doing a long transit day to cover serious ground, fine. Just don't stack too many of those back to back or you'll burn out fast. Use tools like AAA's TripTik Planner or Google Maps with multiple stops. These let you map out your entire route, estimate drive times, and spot fuel stations, rest areas, and attractions along the way. Trust me, a little planning here saves you a lot of scrambling later. Let's talk about when to go, because weather and crowds can make or break your trip. For most cross-country routes, spring and fall are your best sweet spots. You get milder temperatures, fewer extreme weather events, and bonus, smaller crowds at national parks and popular attractions. Plus, fall gives you those gorgeous changing leaves if you're heading through places like New England or the Rockies. Summer? Sure, it's peak season for a reason. Beaches, festivals, long daylight hours, it's all there. But expect higher prices for lodging, packed campgrounds, and tourist-heavy spots. If you're okay with that trade-off, go for it. Just book accommodations way in advance. Winter can be absolutely magical if you do it right. Think snow-covered mountain passes, cozy cabin vibes, fewer tourists. But you need serious prep. Snow chains, winter tires, an emergency kit, and a flexible mindset for weather delays. Don't underestimate winter driving, especially in the Rockies or the northern states. Bottom line, for a first-time cross-country trip, I'd lean toward late spring or early fall. You get the best of both worlds. Okay, this is huge. Your vehicle is your lifeline out there, so don't skip this step. No matter what you're driving, car, minivan, or RV, get a full pre-trip inspection. I'm talking brakes, tires, including that spare you forgot about, all fluids, battery, lights, wipers, and your air conditioning or heating system. For longer trips, have a mechanic check your belts and hoses too. The last thing you want is to break down in the middle of nowhere because you skipped a $100 tune-up. If you're renting or using an RV, do a full systems check before you leave. Test the plumbing, electrical hookups, propane, leveling jacks, and take it for a short test drive with everything loaded. RVs handle way differently when they're fully packed, so don't wait until you're on the highway to figure that out. Traveling with kids in a minivan, make sure you have the right car seats and booster seats for their ages and sizes. That's on you as the parent. Don't assume the rental company will have what you need. And here's something a lot of people skip: roadside assistance. Whether it's AAA, your insurance, or your credit card perk, make sure you have coverage before you go. Breaking down 200 miles from the nearest city is not the time to realize you're on your own. Let's get real for a second. The #1 crash risk on long road trips? Fatigue, not weather, not bad drivers, tired drivers. So here's the deal. Prioritize sleep. If you're traveling with someone, swap drivers every 2 to 3 hours. And if you start feeling drowsy, don't push through it. pull over, take a 15 to 30-minute nap, grab some coffee, whatever you need. Your safety is more important than arriving on schedule. Avoid driving late at night in unfamiliar or rural areas. That's when you run into deer, slow-moving trucks without proper lights, or roads with zero visibility. If you have to drive at night, stay extra alert and slow down. Always wear your seatbelt and make sure everyone else does too. Secure loose items in the car. In a sudden stop, that laptop or cooler can turn into a dangerous projectile. Here's a pro tip. Carry printed copies of your vehicle documents, insurance info, and roadside assistance numbers. Cell signals can be spotty or non-existent in remote areas, so having physical backups is clutch. All right, money talk. Road trips can get expensive fast if you're not careful, but they can also be super budget-friendly with a little strategy. Your big costs are going to be fuel, lodging, food, park entrance fees, and campground hookup charges. If you're in an RV, let's break it down. Fuel. Use a fuel estimator tool to figure out how much gas you'll need for your entire route. If you're crossing rural stretches, plan your fuel stops in advance. Gas stations can be 50+ miles apart in some areas, and running out is not fun. Lodging. Mix it up. Splurge on a nice hotel in a city you're excited about, then balance it with budget motels, campgrounds, or Airbnbs. This keeps your average cost down while still giving you some comfort. Food. Don't eat out for every meal. Pack a cooler with snacks, sandwich stuff, and drinks. If you're in an RV, use that kitchenette. Cooking at picnic areas or rest stops saves a ton of money and honestly feels more authentic. Contingency fund. Set aside at least 10 to 20% of your total budget for the unexpected. Flat tire, surprise detour, last-minute hotel because the campground was full. Life happens. Having a buffer keeps the trip stress-free. Let's talk about what you actually need versus what you think you need. Must-haves. First aid kit, jumper cables, tire inflator or fix-a-flat, flashlight, basic toolkit, plenty of water, paper maps, yes, really, phone chargers, a power bank, any prescription meds, and a cooler with snacks. These are non-negotiables. If you're in an RV, add sewer hose attachments, freshwater hoses, and electrical adapters. What to leave at home? Half your wardrobe. Seriously, you don't need 12 outfit options. Pack layers, versatile pieces that mix and match, and call it a day. Overpacking makes everything harder. Loading, unloading, finding stuff. Yes, keep it simple. Pro tip, create an emergency bag with a blanket, extra snacks, water, and emergency contact info. Keep it accessible in case you break down or get stuck somewhere. Don't wing the whole thing. Plan your major stops and book accommodations at popular places in advance, especially national park campgrounds, which fill up months ahead. For each driving day, map out fuel stops, rest areas, and meal breaks. But here's the secret, leave room for spontaneity. Some of the best road trip memories comes from unplanned detours, random roadside attractions, or a local diner someone recommended. Consider booking a few anchor nights where you stay in one place for 2 or 3 days. This gives you time to explore without the constant pressure of packing up and moving on. Before you arrive anywhere, check for park alerts, trail closures, or seasonal restrictions. Nothing worse than driving 6 hours to find out the thing you wanted to see is closed. Download offline maps for any areas where cell service might be sketchy. Apps like Google Maps let you save regions for offline use. Get a dash-mounted phone holder so you can see navigation without holding your phone. And obviously, never use your phone while actively driving. If you need to adjust something, pull over. Consider downloading apps for gas prices, Gas Buddy, weather alerts, and campground availability, like Campendium or iOverlander. These can save you time and money on the road. A few quick etiquette tips. Respect speed limits, be courteous to slower drivers, and give trucks plenty of space. They can't stop as fast as you can. Support local businesses when you can. Skip the chain restaurants and hit up that mom and pop diner. Stay at the family-owned motel. Shop at the roadside farm stand. These moments make your trip unique and help the communities you're visiting passing through. And don't forget to stop and actually enjoy the scenery. Pull over for a sunrise. Watch the sunset from a random overlook. Those unplanned, quiet moments, they're the ones you'll remember most. All right, friends, that's your full roadmap for planning an epic, safe, and unforgettable road trip across the USA. Whether you're chasing coastlines, deserts, mountains, or small-town charm, you're now ready to make it happen. Seriously, tell me in the comments, what's your dream route? Pacific Coast Highway, Route 66, something totally off the beaten path? I read every comment and I love hearing from you. If this video helped you out, smash that like button. It really helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss future travel planning guides, travel reviews, and destination breakdowns. And hit that notification bell so YouTube actually shows you when I post. Safe travels, happy planning, and I'll see you on the road. Peace.